Aqua again, welcome back to Resonant Rise. I've done quite a bit of stuff since last episode. I'm going to talk you through it all. This is one of the things I've done. Look at that, how awesome is that Chinese style glass. And the first thing I did at the end of last episode was I made a couple more spells. Now, that's one of them. Heal, Aum Vintium Dust, Lesser Focus, Green Rune, and Essence. Now this took me a little bit of a while to work out, but I worked it out. That's what this thing over here is. I'll tell you about that in a minute. If you look around, I've got some really nice blocks around from a mod called Chisel, and it's absolutely awesome. I'm loving this mod. This thing here, we'll get to in a minute, but the stone pillars and the floor are part of this thing. But these walls, these are from Chisel. Look at it, this is marble. And it's really nice how it works. And there's all kind of stuff in it. If you look at this mob Chisel, there's 10 pages of stuff. Now, what I've used there is just your basic, where is it? It's in here somewhere. Basic marble, if I could ever find it again. There's just too much stuff to go through. And it's a basic marble you dig out the floor. And if you put any block into it, I'll show you with cobble actually. You make this thing. Oh, sorry, I'm in a backpack as well. I'll get to that in a minute as well. You make this thing called a chisel. And a chisel is just a stick and a bit of iron. And then if you put any block in there, it'll give you all these different things you can do with it. So if I were to make them 64 blocks into 64 cobble with lighter panel, there we go. And then I can actually put them back to normal cobble as well. So I did that with a marble, and the marble gives you all that in different patterns there. So I've got marble with indentation, marble with gold bit, marble with creeper face, marble with circular edge or something like that's called, and then got all these nice edges and stuff as well. Very nice mod. And something else I'm really looking forward to using, look at them two there, we've got asphalt, we've got road lines, so you can actually make roads out of it. Not everything works by clicking on it, the NAI, oops, I ain't cheating, I just, look, I don't actually drag anything anywhere. I made one of them obsidian snakeheads. So yeah, I'm not sure what we need to make asphalt or road lines with, but I'll work it out. Some really awesome stuff. I mean, some of it's wild. Ornate diamond blocks. Yeah, check this out. With a bit of nether brick. Nether brick you can make like blue nether brick with lava. It looks horrible. Ooh, but I'm sure there's certain builds that's going to look great in, but it's a bit extreme. And also, the other thing I've used it for is glass. So there's your basic glass, I can put it back, and then there's a Chinese glass that I've used there that I think looks awesome. So that's maybe going to influence the way I build my house as well, because I really like the look of that. I can always hear zombies. So let's just put that back in there. So that was the first thing I did. I made a backpack. I went to that hollow hill like I said I was going to, but I couldn't find a large hollow hill. There's actually a map in there, but even though you couldn't see it. I've got really badly organised space. So let's have a look at my map. In fact, let's what are you doing? There we go. I'll chuck that chisel in there. I've got my wand with me there as well, my Thaumcraft wand, in case we find anything. I think that's Twilight Forest yet. So if you look at my map, let's load in properly. And there they go. That's all the things. There's no large hill in the range of this map. So what I could do, I could go off the edge of the map and make another map. But I move too slow at the minute to do that. I've also got no boots on. Be careful with that. So instead of worrying too much, I just went in this medium hill, and I've cleared out. What are you? Aura class. Oh, that might be the thing I'm looking for. No, Infoscilium. Ruberacum Christ. There's so many different ores added by metallurgy. It's mind blowing. So I found a few useful things in here. I found quite a bit of lapis. Where's my spell book gone? I'm going to have to turn my spell. Oh, I made a spell book in a minute as well. Pew, pew, pew. But the massive difference is, look at that spell there. heal spell, which kind of negates the no regen thing, but so I've got a heal spell I can just spam, and it's kept me alive a few times. I just got jumped in the nether, and I would have died. So I got jumped by a spider, and then while I was fighting the spider, gas hit me, set me on fire, and knocked me into some of that poisonous ore on the floor, which started poisoning me. So I was in a right mess. I just managed to heal through it, so that's really good. So I've cleared it. I cleared out as much as of the lapis I could find. There wasn't a great deal, but it's got me to where I want to be. I've got fortune 2 on there. I need to get one more bit of fortune on that, and I've got one bit of lapis for that. So we'll head back to my base. So yeah, that's very good. I couldn't find a large hollow hill, but a medium one got me enough. So let's head back then. My FPS just dropped. Not at 20. It's staying bang on 20. I don't know what that's about. I may have to restart. I'll check in a minute. You see there, I built a little place with a bed. If there's any chance of you dying, there's always, when you're clearing a hollow hill out, especially early game when you've got dodgy armor, like mine's really just thrown together, is if you sleep when you come in here, then if you die in here, they'll spawn back at your bed rather than at some random place that could be like 1,000 meters away from your hollow hill. So yeah, always bring a bed and a chest useful as well. So that was that. I'm stuck on 20 FPS still. Very odd, very odd. So that got me all the lapis I needed. Well, not all the lapis, but pretty much all the lapis. I've got the rest of it from down on the bottom of the world here. Rick sent me a message saying he's found about a stack and a half of diamonds down under here, and I have just found a few more diamonds. There we go, there's our last one. So 450 lapis, takes us to fortune 3. So that's a fortune 3 pick now. I also use 100 redstone to use the other 2 modifiers. So redstone's 50 per modifier. So I know I need to add more modifiers for that, but it's up to 19 speed, which is pretty cool. I can add more modifiers. You do that. Is it in that book? Quickly see how to add more modifiers, because I can't remember, it's been a while. Diamond, more resilient, speed, that's what we've used. Luck, that's what we've used. Sharpness is what we're going to get on the sword. Beheading, interesting. Look at all this stuff, crazy. Additional modifiers. Block of gold and a diamond will get me 1. And nether star will get me 1. So I can get another 2 modifiers onto that. So I'll be trying that at some point. Screw it. Let's. Space is such an issue. Let's make a quick block of gold and take 1 diamond. And we'll do that now. Block of gold and a diamond. So if we put our pick there, add a block of gold and a diamond, you see modifiers remaining 1, so we'll get a modifier again. So we'll add that to it, and now I can put another 50 redstone on. Add some redstone somewhere. So 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put that in there. You'll see that's up to 150 now, and the mining speed up to 23. When we get into the start, we have to put another 50 on that and get the mining speed a bit quicker. So that's a nice, fast fortune 3 pick now. That's finished. We need to get a load of luck onto there, a load of quartz onto there now. I ain't got much quartz, to be honest. Got 11. Let's put what we've got on it, just see what it adds. You see there, that goes in 72s. You should see the attack damage going up there. Oh, we haven't got much more on it yet. We've got 44 on there, out of 72. So I'll keep adding that, so that's going to get loads of that on it. It also needs luck on there as well. So make sure we've got at least one look on that, just so we know we want to put looting on that. So I'll put one on there. Once I've got some more lapis, I'll add loads of look to that as well. So that's all I'm going to do with Tinker's Construct in a minute. Just regarding that, a couple of people have told me to get stuff called Tartarite. We've got Tartarite, and to make that you need adamantine dust and alterous dust, Atlarus even. And to man these, you need a osmium pickaxe. What was people called it? Osmium. An osmium pickaxe. So I made an osmium pickaxe, and I went down to the bottom of the world, and I found some Atlarus. I've got 11 of them, but I haven't found any adamantine yet. If you look at it, it comes from ore. Well, no, that necessarily doesn't come from ore. Let's have a look. That means you can make it into ore using an enrichment chamber, but what's the dust made of? Dust. No, yeah, it comes from ore, yeah. So, there must be around somewhere. I've not seen any of that yet. There's loads of crazy stuff in metallurgy. So, that's pretty cool. I can leave that to one side for now though, but I will be looking at making some Tartarite, because apparently you can make even better Tinker's stuff with that. I don't want to make my weapons too good. I don't want to everything, because it makes it a bit boring, but I'm probably going to make some of this Tartarite armour. And might have that as my armour. I'm probably going to end up using Thaumcraft armour if I'm being perfectly honest, but you never know. Right, what else have I done? The next thing, I made a spell book. Spell book's really cool. It's just leather, paper and string. Gets you a spell book. What you can do with that is, if we open it up, so shift right click, if you open it up, you've got all these slots for spells, which is wonderful. And you can see when I've got it selected, I can use shift mouse wheel to scroll through my free spells. So there's my poo flinging spell, there's a little magic missile spell I made, and there's my heal spell. So my magic missile was very straightforward again. I call it magic dart, there we go. Magic dart, book, snowball, sword, dust, arrow, lapis, purple rune. It's purple dye, one of them runes, so nice and easy again. And that's got, oh no, that's not the one I used. I didn't use the one with ender in it. I used, oh yeah, it was called magic missile. I made a bit of a simpler one. Pretty much the same stuff. Okay. I'm just throwing them books in there for now. And to get a book out of here, of course, shift click with an empty hand, puts it back in your inventory. Of course it does. Can't believe I didn't try that. So, let's cover this essence thing then. So, this spell here needed essence. So, to do that, you need this guy. It's stone bricks with chisel stone on the top in a 5x5 square. And once you've done that, you make a thing called a blue chalk. And under there, there's a bucket of essence. Now, by essence, what I mean, is it daytime? Yes. By essence, just remember when I made the compendium. Hello. Oh, I tried getting infinity on my bow and failed. There was 30 levels on that. I've since got another 30 levels because I've been mining that much in the Hollow Hill. What did I get on that? I got Power 3 and Flame 1. I was hoping for Infinity. I need to enchant something again. I need to make some armor. I need to do loads of stuff. I'll just shut up. So this stuff here is essence. So as you can see, I've taken a bucket of that, and the bucket of essence goes under the middle square of that thing. That's called a nexus. That one's called an essence nexus. There's 3 types of nexus. I'll show you in the book real quick. What we've got here in the book, we have got items, structures. We've got a dark nexus, which uses nether brick and optional tops. We've got a light nexus, which uses quartz and again optional tops. And then we've got essence nexus, and that shows you there, look, stone, chisel stone, and then you need a thing called a blue chalk, which I made which is pretty straightforward. Blue chalk, and the blue chalk, so paper, Vincium, flint, clay, and I use a bit of lapis for the blue. Maybe a bit of blue chalk. So you just, once you've got the stones in place, so you don't have to put the stones first. You can just click on the ground and it'll paint this thing down. It'll be black. Under that block there, you can see that one's cobble, the rest of stone. Under that is the bucket of essence. And then what I had to do was I had to connect this nexus to this crafting area. So I had to make another thing called a crystal wrench, which is there. Most of the documentation for Ars Magica that I could find was for Ars Magica 1, so it was quite different. I actually found a useful post in the Minecraft forums that let me know how to do this. So this crystal wand, Desert Nova, Blue Orchid, Vincium. These are quite rare, it seems. I do remember when I was in the Twilight Forest, I found some near where I found my Raven. So I went back and looked around there and I found one again, so I got 2 of them. Desert Nova, so I used one to make this crystal wrench, and what I did with that is I right clicked on here and then I right clicked on there, and that fed the essence to here. I think that might be what the lever's about, possibly. So that let me put the essence in for this thing, and I think a bucket is 1,000 essence, so it should still be half a bucket's worth of essence under there, so I should be able to have enough for another spell. So that was that. And then the only other thing I've done, I think the only other thing I've done was I made a random Mistcraft world. You can see age 2, Echo the Builder, and you can tell it's a proper Mistcraft age because it's got a yellow band there rather than a brown one. And the way I made that was make a page in there like you normally do, and then you need this thing called a book binder. You put a bit of leather there, you put your page there, and you pull out a random book. And I got this wonderful age. I'll show you why it's wonderful if we go in it. It's an awesome permanent night mushroom age. Mushroom ages don't have mob spawning, so it's nice safe. It's got loads of mushrooms, which means it's got loads of leather, loads of beet, so I'm sorted for food because of this. It's also got resonant ender pools, which I don't know how useful they're going to be, to be honest, but it's nice that I've got resonant ender, so I can make tesseracts and stuff just by picking buckets of ender up, or even pumping it into a tank. It's also got this stuff which is weird. I ain't got a bucket on me, I don't think. I've got a bucket in there? No. No bucket on me. Got this purple stuff. There's some down here, yeah. This purple stuff which I think is lava. If I pick it up into a bucket, it becomes lava, but if I put it back, it doesn't go back right. But as you saw, that it set that mushroom on fire. So I'm not sure what that purple liquid is. And then there's loads of water as well. But yeah, it's permanent night. It's a bit of a weird place, but it's a nice stable age, which is good. As you can see, I've had a bit of an explore around, and in it, the reason why I wanted a Mistcraft age was for a library, which there is one is. So I spawned just over there, and I looked across there. I can see a library even from spawn. So there it is, abandoned library, which had, of course, a load of bookcases in, which let me surround my enchanting table with bookcases, so I can do level 30 enchants. So that worked out very nice. So that's, I mean, that could have all been an episode in itself. So that got me all these bookcases and a lot of spare books. I've got a ton of spare books in there. Look, 64, 11. So I'm pretty much set now for whatever I need to do. So venison, beef, leather. Oh, so much stuff everywhere. Right, I am now going to start a mechanism, and I'm going to set a few things up off camera, and then when I'm back, I'll be ready to start showing you how I'm going to do that. So let's have a look in here. Mechanism. So the first thing we need is power, and there's a few choices for power. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the heat generator to start with. Or should I just go with the hydrogen? Let's have a look what I need to make. Right, tell you what, I'll cut the camera, I'll have a check of a few things, I'll be back in a bit. Okay then, I think I'm kind of ready to start on Mekanism then. So I've done a little couple more things. I've just been into the nether and tried. I ended up with 6 soul shards yesterday from my little sojourn into the Twilight Forest and possibly... No, just the Twilight Forest. I didn't get any from my Mistcraft age. So I've got 6 soul shards from under trees mostly and from in the Hollow Hill. And I've just been into the nether and tried to kill well, I didn't try to kill, I actually killed a wither skeleton with some of them in my inventory, and it still didn't get me a wither skeleton. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check the Soul Shards 2 forum post and see if anything's wrong with it. I also enchanted this just to see what it'll give me. I got sharpness 3 on it, which isn't great, but it is enchantable, so you know. So it does a 7 attack. That's got 7 attack base plus sharpness 3 on it, so that's quite cool. So I use 30 my levels doing that. Also, look at this stuff. I've just made some stairs up here, make it a bit tidier. And I built a little 11 by 11 cobble structure up here. Look at this asphalt. You run real quick on it as well. I am going to use this everywhere. I've been looking all over trying to work out. You can get white lines on this, road lines. Unfortunately, it looks like they're only in creative, so I might have to go in creative to spawn some white lines in at some point. Make it look like a road, but you see how much quicker I am on that. So that's going to be my main path between my buildings. I'm going to start building up on the surface now. I'm going to keep that down there because I kind of like it, but I'm going to spread out right across this area. It's going to be my base right across here. I'm going to build dedicated rooms for things. So this is going to be my mechanism room. And I've built a little thing here. This is where the heat generator is going to go. So we're going to make the heat generator first. That's where I've decided to do it first. Heat generator. I think I'm going to use bio generator, which can process stuff like pumpkin seeds, amongst other things, into fuel. But I'm going to start with the heat one. So let's get on with that. So the first thing I'm going to need then is osmium ingots. That's pretty straightforward. We can make them. Right, unfortunately, osmium dust. I don't think it pulverizes. So where's my osmium? Start with that. Osmium, there we go. I've got 7 there. More than that, I think. Yeah, I've got 31 there as well. So I don't think it goes in there. No, it doesn't. And it doesn't seem to go in here either. So until I get going with some fuel to power the thing to make it double up, which is going to be, I'm going to make enrichment chamber, combiner, no, not a combiner, maybe a crusher. Make all these things here eventually, but until I make that, I can't double my ore up, so I am going to have to just smelt some, which is a little bit unfortunate. That's that stacking issue, by the way. They won't stack. I'll just get 7 to start with, just so we've got a little bit. Now, so what's this called? It's called a heat generator. Let's just look at that on its own. So I'd have to keep looking for it. There we go. So osmium ingots, iron straightforward, redstone straightforward obviously. This stuff, enriched alloy, it comes from this enriched iron. And this enriched iron is just manganese alloy and iron. And now this manganese alloy, you're just smelting dirt, which is kind of crazy. So I did some of that the other day. I've got some there, look. So I smelted some dirt. I have to get some more iron. So let's get 32 iron. So I've been reluctantly, I'll just get 9 anyway. I've been reluctant at using this because this doubles, but as soon as I've got this setup going, it'll triple. Well, this setup that I'm making is going to triple my ores. So I'll get some iron on the go. And I've got a little bit of iron here. So let's see how many we need. So we need 1, 2, 3. And that gets us 2. So just need 2 of these. This is 4 of them. And some more coal. And then, there we go. And that won't be enough coal for them, so we've got 7 osmium ingots. They're there. 3 of them. Piece of redstone. Almost actually needed one of them, as it was, didn't I? Oh, screw it. What shall I smell in there? Bearing away, look at that, I'm so tired, I don't like wasting anything. But the amount of time I'm taking here, looking for a stack of raw venison, at least it's going to get something. I should have just made more. I'm going to need more anyway, so I don't know why I didn't use more. So there we go. That, pretty straightforward. Osmium, all that stuff, gets us this heat generator. Now what we do with the heat generator, run back up here, and I'm not actually scared of the dark anymore because my heal spell is really powerful. Let's get a door in there though, definitely. What we do with this, I've got 5 buckets of lava here. And we need some glass. And I'll actually chisel that back into normal glass because it doesn't need to be crazy stuff. There we go. Let's put that back in there. We'll upgrade this to an ender chest soon as well. Put that back there in case I need it. So what we'll do with this is, first up, need a lava source underneath it. And then I need 1 block. Let me just borrow that block a second. Just to place this correctly. So I'm going to place this heat generator up against that block. And that's perfect. See this little hole here? This is where we want it facing. So I can get rid of that block now. The way this generates heat, if we look in that, it's generating a bit of heat because it's got a lava source under it. We can put lava blocks around 5 sides of this. So there's 2, 3, 4, and then 1 on top. That's what I wanted the glass for. So the 1 on top, let's go. What? What happened there? Hear that bang? Something blew up. Don't know whom or what or where. Well, certainly a creeper, but where was it? Oh shit. Best go to sleep. What blew up? Did something blow up down here? No, I've got my 18 iron though. Well, let me sleep. And then we'll go back up there. Now the next thing I'm going to need is some wiring. Let me just take a little bit of damage here as well, by the way. Hit me a bit. Some heal spell in motion. So there's a heal spell in action. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I wonder what the hell that bang was. No idea, I should have got some more cobble as well. Now, I don't want the cobble spitting onto this wood and setting fire to it. Go away, Enderman. I can hear you dicking about. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to have our final lava in there. So that's covered on 5 sides. And then what we're going to have is, yeah, see that's spitting, not happy with the way that's spitting. We have a power cable coming out here, and this is where we're going to run our machines down. So I'm going to have a power line down this wall here, and we'll run some machines through it. So the next thing then is we need a power line, of course. So at Mekanism again. I'm taking this a little bit slow because it's the first time I've really ever done it. Universal cable is what I need. We've got 8 of them, and then we need steel. Now you might think we need a blast furnace, but we don't actually need a blast furnace. What we can make steel out of, I don't know why it's not showing it there, because I've clicked on the wrong type of steel. Tinkers, Artifice, Tinkers, E-Masher, Mechanism. Mechanism steel dust. I can make it a metallic infuser using some of that enriched iron, which was just iron and that manganese stuff, that dirt stuff, of course. We can also make it another way. I think we can make it in the forger using stuff called manganese. So this looks like a metallurgy way of doing it. So let's have a look at this. Manganese melts in there. Iron does. Now manganese and iron. What's that going to give me? I might have to make it into dust first. No, I'm going to make it into dust. It's not making it into dust at all, is it? Steel. There's all kind of different ingots. Ender IO, mechanism, artifice. Where's the ingot from metallurgy? Metallurgy. Damascus. Steel. Iron dust, manganese dust. Gets us steel dust. So that ain't going to work, is it? Set them back over there. Can I make manganese dust in here? No, I can't. Okay, so I need a way of getting manganese thingy then. I'll cut the camera again, I'll get hold of some steel. I'll look at the different ways of making it. And once I've worked out how exactly I'm going to do this, I'll start throwing some of these mechanism machines together. These guys down here. They all look pretty straightforward. Control circuit is just some enriched alloy. Everything else there we've made. We need steel casing, of course, which is what I need steel for as well. They all need a steel casing by the look of it, yeah. So I need a way of creating steel. Once that's done though, I'm on the way. What's the enriching thing? What's it called again? Metallurgic infuser. That's the one that I can actually use to make steel, and that doesn't actually use any steel to make it. So I'll make that one first. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, here we are then. I made the metallurgic infuser and bang some coal in there, some enriched iron in there, and it's making me steel dust. So there's my first little bit of steel dust, which is cool. Now I'm only going to make enough just to make the next thing along. Now, so I'm going to need 4 osmium. So I need a crusher, an enrichment chamber, a purification chamber, and a smelter. So I need 4, 8, 12, I need 16 iron for them. Don't need enrichment chamber, don't need any more steel. Crusher, no, that's all good. Purification, no, that needs atomic cores. Do they use steel? They use dirty obsidian dust, which means that's from one of the other ones. And osmium dust, okay. And energy smelter. Okay, so I need 16 steel in total, so I'll get that sorted and I'll be back when that's ready. Here we are then, and I actually went for 20 steel, so I want to make 2 lots of cable as well. So I'm pretty sure this is the right cable, universal cable. So what I can do now is, what we're going to want is we want 4 of these guys. That's 4 of these steel casings, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, just to keep a track on what I'm trying to make here, I've gone back to the to-do list, which is awesome for this. That's the order I'm going to make things: crusher, enrichment chamber, a furnace, then a purification chamber. Now, this is going to actually be the first thing we use eventually, but I can't make it until I've got something off the other ones. So which one was it? Purification chamber. We needed... oh, it needs to crush obsidian. So we need the crusher first. And osmium. Okay, so first is clearly the crusher. So let's look at the crusher. Crusher, 2 of them control circuits, 2 bucks of lava, 4 redstone. That's easy enough, isn't it? So 2 control circuits, we can do that. And unfortunately, I need to go and head into the nether, get some lava, which I maybe should have done before I came back on. So I'll go get 5 buckets of lava. From the quickest way to get lava is through the portal, actually. So through here. Tell you what, I'll cut again. I'll be back in a bit when it's ready. Okay, I was actually wrong. It's the enrichment chamber we need first. This, by the way, is just smelted gravel. Just I forgot to mention it. Smelted gravel, and then you put that into the chisel. and you can turn that into all kind of concrete based stuff. There we go. So what I've done here then is I've used my universal cable. I've moved the metallurgic infuser up here, and we're going to make the chamber and the enrichment chamber because we've got enough stuff for both of them. So what was it? It was that, one of them, 4 of them, and 2 of them. Gets us the crusher. I've got my buckets back as well. Oh, lovely. So the crusher is going to go there. So there's our crusher that can crush things. That's pretty much going to make things like a macerator, if you will. And then the next thing we're going to want is that. How do I do this again? Enrichment chamber is okay. 4 of them, 2 of them. So that goes there and there. That goes there, and there. And we get the enrichment chamber. Wonderful. Enrichment chamber. And now you see these should be powering up, and they don't seem to be. So I wonder if I've done something wrong. Well, that looks alright down there. Is this the right stuff? Looks like the right stuff. Well, there's certainly no power in there, is there? Let me see what happens when we put an obsidian here. So enrichment chamber can turn obsidian into the obsidian dust that we need. Who are you? Ouch. Little red dude. No, get rid of that in there. Get 2 bits of obsidian. And I may have done something wrong here. We'll find out very soon. 2 bits of obsidian. And we're not getting power. Now, do I have to tell power to come in from the back? May have to. Now this... Right, we need a thing called a configurator. How do we make that guy? Configurator. Energy tablet. 2 of them. So only 4 of them. 4 more of them. I'll get one of these configurators made. So it looks like I need one. What that does, it lets me know which side. In fact, if that's indicating the bottom, I'm not sure what these indicate, you see. That's indicating the bottom. What happens if... Let's try something else here a second. They don't like breaking, do they? Okay, axe, not pickaxe for them. Let's try. See, that's got power in it because if you break the thing, if you look at it, look, it's got its power in it still. So if you break them, they keep hold of everything. They keep hold of their inventory and all sorts. So let's try this. Keep things tidy. Why not? This cobble building is again temporary, like everything I make out of cobble is. It's all going to go at some point. I'm just going to keep it look a bit tidy than dirt at the minute, but I'll use better bricks eventually. So let's see if these guys will take power from the bottom. So crusher. Okay, so I'm still doing something wrong. I'll cut the camera, I'll work out what I ain't got made around here. That's definitely putting power into there. You can see it's connected. Don't know if I have to wrench this or anything. I'll be back in a bit. Okay then, and I'm back, and I'm not sure what was going on there. I broke the cable and replaced it, and it seems to work again soon, so that's charged up. I don't actually need it much now, I don't think, no. What you can do with this is, see the sides there, it shows you what colour they are, so if I click on it, I'll tell you that the top's dark red, the output's dark blue. So what I'm actually going to want to do with this is, see the input there is red. Well, what I'm going to want is, eventually, I'm going to want all these pushing into each other. So I'm going to want red to be this side. So if I do the same with that, just to show you. So now this side should be dark red, and it is, look. So that's that's dark red as well, you see. So that means the side of that's going to be dark red as well. So I've made dark red the input. I'm going to actually turn the top off. Can I just go? Yeah, let's put it to grey, I guess. And same with that. I don't want the top to be input. Well, the top could be input as well. But again, same with that. I want that to be dark red. I'll turn that off. And I'm going to put eject on all these. Eject on. Eject on's already on there. And eject on's on there. The last thing we need to make is a purification chamber. So let's get on with making that. A purification chamber. So that needs. Oh, I need 2 of them. I haven't got enough. Okay, I only made enough to make one of them. Back in a sec, because the video is getting long. Here we are then. I've got all them bits. So I can make 2 of them. 1, 2. And if I remember this right, 2 of them. 1 of them. And what was the last bit? I hope I haven't forgot anything else. Purification. Where are you? Oh, 4 of them guys, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Purification chamber, wonderful. Let's stick that on there then. So that should start taking power. See, look, it's taking power fine now. No idea what was going on before. That all's up to 120. I'm going to need more of these, I think. Now these, I could have like an array of these. I could have one there, put more lava on, so I can build up my lava thing here. So I might make a few more of them depending on how slow these are. Right, I want this to eject as well. And I want actually the input to be the top on this one, because I'm going to put a hopper there and a chest there. So what we can do now is, if we watch what happens here. No. We watch what happens here. Have I done this the right order? Now as far as I'm aware, or maybe I've done this in the wrong order. Right, let's look at ore. Let's look at iron ore. Iron ore. What was it going to? Enrichment chamber gets 2 crushed iron. Or 2 iron dust. Purification chamber gets 3 iron clumps. So that is the purification chamber that I want, yeah. Then iron clumps go into the crusher and become dirty iron dust, which goes into the enrichment chamber, which becomes iron dust, which goes into the thing. So it looks like osmium don't work in it though, which is weird because it's from this mod. That's very strange. Enrichment chamber can get 2 osmium dust. Purification chamber. Oh, of course, I'm forgetting the flint. So the other thing that this needs is, so gravel's going to be extremely important for me in this mod pack, because I'm going to need it for flint. So I can crush gravel into flint, and I'm also going to need it for the asphalt, because I'm going to use a lot of that. So yeah, I completely forgot that. Purification chamber needs flint in the bottom there, and then so if we put osmium in the top, so we'll just start with 1. In fact, so we've got 1 osmium in there yet. So we'll just watch this go through. It should end up in the chest down here. So 1 osmium, that's ejected into 3 osmium clumps into there, which will turn into dirty osmium into the enrichment chamber. I'm suspecting this ain't going to keep up on its own. The enrichment chamber cleans it into osmium dust, and the osmium dust smelts it into osmium ingot. So that one's finished. See, and that hadn't took a full flint, it took like maybe a 1/5 or a 1/4 of that bit of flint that was in there. Oh no, maybe, I don't know, it was a 13. Maybe I just took a full flint. So that's finished, that's finished. That's doing its last bit. And there you see, from 1 osmium, or we've got 3 osmium ingots. So there we go, triple ore processing. Simple as that. Once it's set up, well, maybe we need a bit more power. I need a chest and a hopper just so I can throw things in there. But I can now Stick that in there, and of course the other thing is, we're going to need a second crusher. Because what you can do with a crusher is you can crush gravel into flint. So we're going to probably need a second crusher just for flint. That'll keep this full. So of course we can have the input on the bottom for the purple, and I can sort that out at some point. So, and see that, because the enrichment chamber doesn't accept it, it doesn't leave, it just leaves it there. So that's kind of cool. Some of the things they'll keep sending it through, even if that won't do it, because enrichment chamber has nothing to do with flint. It'll just stay there. So I'll process that flint, and I'll start processing my ores and getting some osmium ingots off camera. So there we go. I've actually managed to do something technical. Hooray! Episode 5 done then. Mechanism. We're on with mechanism processing. I may need to bully up my power there. That's definitely going down, so I'm going to probably expand that by making possibly an array of 5 or 7 of them in total. Eventually we're going to run it off organic stuff as well, but for now we'll use this lava thing. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, as always. Thank you very much for any new subscriptions. I've not said it for a while, but every single subscription is very much appreciated, and I just hope I keep you entertained to stick with me. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Cheers. Bye. Oh, one last thing. I came out the door earlier, and I looked over there, and I saw some cobble there, and I'm pretty sure there weren't any. So I came across, and there was 3 bits of cobble and 2 bits of this stuff, moonstone. So I'm guessing that's what that explosion was we had, was a little meteor landed here, and it had some moonstone in, Ars Magica. So that's what the bang was, if you was wondering. I'm sure some of you already knew what the bang was, but it's the first time I've seen one of them. Okay then, cheers. Bye.